It's a black trash bag, so there's something in it.
We've located a second bag consistent with human remains.
Welfare checks are usually routine. A few questions, some reassurance, and everyone moves on. But what happens when what's waiting behind that door leaves even the most seasoned first responders pale and speechless?
You want to open that cooler for me?
Well,
Can you open the fridge for me? Make sure she's not hiding in there.
there's no point in the fridge.
He does have some violent tendencies.
All right.
A stain on the left side there.
Definitely stinks like something.
These were the moments when first responders went pale after horrifying welfare checks. We begin with a case of 3 teenagers who stumbled onto something no one was ever supposed to find. What first responders pulled from the water that afternoon would set off one of the most chilling investigations Seattle had ever seen.
We found a suitcase on Duwamish Point in Alki Beach, and it has a pretty bad smell.
Oh, Jesus.
People are telling me they're finding bowls in the blue room.
On June 19th, 2020, officers from West Seattle responded to a call after 3 teenagers, killing time during the COVID lockdown, made a discovery under a dock at Alki Beach. What they found that afternoon was never meant to be found at all.
911, what is your emergency?
We found a suitcase on Duwamish Point in Alki Beach, and it has a pretty bad smell, and it's a black trash bag. So, yeah, there's something in it.
So you're on the across the street on the side of the water, is that correct?
Yeah, and the suitcase is on the rocks.
After teenagers flagged down officers about a foul smell coming from a bag on the shore, police made their way down to investigate. But the tide doesn't wait for anyone, and what officers find only deepens the mystery.
Can we get a call back, please? Oh. It's empty. You see that?
Can we get a tow for the Adam William Edwards 0565?
Looks kind of organic.
You think? This looks like leaves.
Maybe get that stick.
Inside a black duffel bag pulled from the water, investigators made a disturbing discovery involving human remains. Before they could process what they were looking at, a second bag surfaced nearby, and what tumbled out of it made it clear they were no longer dealing with one victim.
And Willie 12, we've located a second bag consistent with human remains.
With the beach evacuated and the unit called in, one thing was now clear. Alki Beach was a dumping ground, not a crime scene. Wherever this had actually happened was somewhere else entirely, and investigators had no idea yet just how close that place was.
Hey guys, this is a crime scene. Can you guys step back, please? Thank you.
So we got a boat coming out for that. There's a foot over there.
Oh, you guys got your foot? Okay.
Got a slick.
Yeah.
Slicker.
All right. Oh, awesome. Cool. Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Just to let you know, LT, I've already contacted Harbor. They are en route. It's going to take a minute because they're going to put a dive team in the water and all that other stuff. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll see you here.
Upon running the victim's fingerprints through the system, it came out that the female victim was 35-year-old Jessica Lewis, the male, 27-year-old Austin Ware. Both had been beaten and multiple times, and both had been reported missing 9 days before their remains ever washed ashore. As detectives worked through everyone who knew them, they decided to bring their landlord, identified as Michael Dudley, a 62-year-old, for questioning.
How much you know about Austin and Jessica that lived with you? Because apparently that's the last place they were seen alive.
Okay.
Okay, so I just want to make sure.
That's him?
Okay, that's Austin. Okay, I just want to make sure we know who we're talking about.
looks like her. It looks a little different. But
It's a booking photo.
yeah, oh yeah, I don't know.
And it's 2017. It's 3 years old.
She could change.
Let me ask you, when did Austin and Jessica move in with you?
Oh God. Twice. When I don't know where to start with this one.
First of all, let me ask you this. How did you meet them?
Through Renee.
Through Renee, okay.
The suspect had been renting his Burien home for the 8 months leading up to their disappearance. Known around the neighborhood as a committed and helpful host, nothing about him on the surface suggested what detectives were already hearing behind closed doors.
He had some car troubles down in Federal Way, and I was hesitant, but I went down and helped him out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got the same issue as her, or similar. I mean, I'm not really my business,
Right.
okay?
Yeah.
But apparently hadn't slept in like 7 days or something.
Hmm.
He was
Wow.
having trouble like staying on the road. So I figured it would probably be better for everybody if he just went sleep.
Right.
Yeah. So I offered him, a bedroom, and then the quarantine hit, and we couldn't go anywhere. We were kind of like,
And you were kind of stuck with him.
yeah.
But he and Jessica moved into your place then, or they end up staying there during the quarantine.
Yeah.
Okay. And which room would be
Well,
technically?
they had both rooms at one point.
Dudley painted Austin as a prolific thief and meth user with no shortage of enemies, a picture designed to send investigators looking elsewhere. But while he was busy pointing fingers, the forensic team, already combing through his property, had just found something that was about to make his story very difficult to hold on to.
Did you have any problems with Austin at all? I mean,
The biggest problem I had with him was stealing.
mm-hmm. Everybody says he would steal anything if it wasn't
He
lunch.
was a freaking prolific thief and a meth user, and his habit was to steal enough to get a bag of meth,
Mm-hmm.
do it, then go and steal something else and do it again. And I'm not the judge of people.
Right.
I'm not, far be it. But, I told him, this is not a chop shop.
Mm-hmm.
What did he steal from you?
Yeah, he didn't steal anything from me in particular, other than he would break things.
Was he clumsy?
It's like, where's my tools or whatever. And,
Hmm.
But, I would, come out and find, like, not my tools, but someone else's tools out there.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's a problem.
I don't like, that could be, I mean, but, we had words about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him how I felt that, when I buy something, I earn it, and I appreciate it, I take care of it. And I'm sure whoever, had that, wherever he got it,
Right.
And then he would change his tactics, like, I traded this for that, and just, playing with some very dangerous games.
What do you mean?
Like, gangsta stuff, and, he kind of...
Did he ever bring anyone out to the house? To your
No,
house?
he was very in his on about that. No, he was very, he didn't want anyone to know where he was laying his head.
Oh, okay. Where he was laying his head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dudley's criminal record stretched across offenses and vehicle theft. Former tenants had made serious allegations of violence, and ex-girlfriends described a man capable of far more than his landlord reputation suggested.
Did anybody ever come to your place, give you heat for him or anything like that?
Doing what?
Cause any heat for you, and it brought any grief in your life for those guys being out there?
Oh, no, not that I can really think of.
Did he really bring any trouble back to your house or anything?
No, mostly just stolen cars.
Stolen cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prolific?
Huh?
Prolific?
Like 1 or 2 a week.
Yeah.
That was concerning.
Yeah.
Do you remember an incident where someone left a bullet in your guys' mailbox for him with his name on it?
Yeah, I found that. Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Um,
I only asked that because, we just talked to Renee. And Renee
okay.
relayed that story to me.
Okay, you just now talked to her?
Just not too long ago.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised you didn't call her first. So
Remember what kind of round it was? Caliber?
So some kind of rifle round.
Okay. And my guys are up on the property. Do you own guns or anything up there that they're going to find?
I got most of my guns are over at my nephew's.
Okay. And I saw, I mean, you had a conviction and you restored your gun rights back in 2013. Okay. And is your phone in the car too? Your cell phone? Do you remember? I was looking.
It should be.
I was looking at your property. I didn't have your cell phone in there.
You don't have it on you right now.
And I haven't looked in the car, but I was told, there may be a gun in the car or anything like that. Where am I going to find the gun in the car?
Center console.
Okay.
What kind of gun is it?
It's a Navy SEAL 6LP 226.
226.
Oh, where'd you get that at?
I want that.
Where'd you find that at?
I bought it from some Korean Navy SEAL guy.
So, I mean, besides that, anybody else ever come up there and cause grief to Austin or Jessica or anything?
No,
like that?
he was very private and secretive, and I don't recall. I mean, he was like, didn't want people to know where he was. He had some issues with, and like I told him, I don't want to know, I don't got time for all this, bullshit.
I agree with you.
But, again, we were quarantined together, and, got to know him pretty good, and her, got to know them both pretty good. And like I said, that's what he did, he stole. He would prefer to do that over work. And there's a lot of people that probably would have wanted him, put it that way. From some of the stories he was telling me, like trying to steal a truckload of tools down there in Kent. Someone came out with an AK, he said fully automatic AK-47.
This is what he told you?
That's what he was telling me. He was telling me like how he bagged some from some Mexican cartel people. He was always talking about like one of the things was either the cartel, the Kent hoodlums, or the Kent police. I mean, it was just that was his three main things. But he'd go on and on about his conspiracies and this and that, and but then he said, "Oh no, it wasn't Mexicans, it was Samoans."
Okay.
And if I got this right, he robbed the Samoans who robbed the Mexicans who owed money to some cartel.
I also have cadaver dogs out there. You know what a cadaver dog is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're alerting down in the basement and stuff like that to stuff. And there's some stains down there and stuff like that. I'm just telling you I'm like, see if you can explain.
Have you been in that basement?
I have not. So is it?
It is a freaking disaster right now.
Okay. Is there a chance you bled down there? Anybody bled down there?
It's where I work and sleep a lot of times, just down there.
Okay.
And what are you talking about, bled or?
Well, cadaver dogs hit on decomposition.
Band-aids or
no,
dead rats or
anything that's usually they're trained to hit on human decomposition of a body.
I don't know what that is.
Well, when you die, you start to decompose.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm asking if there's a reason why these animals.
Bodies in my basement. I'm sure of that.
Okay.
That way.
Even in the chicken coop or anything like that.
You can go have a look.
Marks in the bed frame of the blue room, dark stains across the walls. Dogs are warning of something buried in the basement. Dudley had an explanation for every part of it, but what the detective revealed next was something no deflection could withstand.
So let me ask you, if you had to guess or surmise what happened to Austin and Jessica, I mean, they're so they met their end by homicidal means for whatever reason. I mean, any idea what happened? I mean, when you heard about this, did any thought go through your head as far as what could happen?
You know, I felt kind of sad, but also, like, that was the gangster lifestyle he was living, and I tried to tell him, you know, that's kind of like, you know, it don't work out well, you know.
Right.
It's not happily ever after.
So you didn't have a beef with them at all?
Well, we had a little beef with him, you know. I was, you know, always, you know.
Well, I mean, like a beef where
he's my friend. He's my friend.
So, and you were happy with them living there?
Well, I would have been happier if, you know, they hadn't, like, rushed stolen cars and did meth all day
And paid the rent.
And paid rent, you know. So I can't
Little
say.
things.
Yeah, I can't say I'm really, you know, overjoyed. But they were good people. I mean, you know, cook and bring their food stamps in, and you know, we get along great, you know, without the outside world there.
I'm trying to understand why my people are telling me they're finding holes in the blue room, and they're about to cut a hole in the wall to retrieve a bullet.
I don't think I've had any in the blue room.
I mean, they're finding swipes, things like that. They just sprayed luminol in your room or in the blue room. They're probably gonna do your bedroom. You know, if there's any traces of blood or anything, that stuff is gonna pop up, even if you paint over stuff or anything like that.
Well, what does that mean? I mean,
well, I'm asking you because, look, let me ask you. Have you had the police out on your property investigating a fire call before?
No.
Never.
No.
Never. Because I did a history check with the King County Police Department, and on the 9th of June, they came to your house because there was neighbors had reported being fired inside your house.
I didn't call them, and.
Well, of course you're not going to call them because it came from inside your house. But I'm asking, do you remember that?
No.
Okay. Anybody else inside your house that would be firing guns?
No.
Okay. So you don't remember the cops coming there in the evening? You don't remember the cops coming on the 9th of June to your house?
No. Never.
Knocking on the door?
Never saw or talked to any cops.
Okay. If they came and knocked on the door, would you answer?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You have a video system in your house? Video security system?
I have a camera, yeah.
Okay. What's the retention period on it?
30 days.
30 days?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
On the very night Austin and Jessica's phones went dark, a neighbor had called 911 reporting gunfire from inside Dudley's house and a man begging for his life. Dudley claimed he had no memory of any of it. What the detective told him next, however, was something that landed differently than anything else in that room.
You know, there's a reason we don't, when people start pointing the finger at people that, I mean, Austin and Jessica lived at your place. That was the last place they lived at. They actually told people, if something bad happened to me, you know, this Mike did to me. I'm just telling you. Well, his mom told me that.
Who?
Austin's mom.
Austin's mom told you what?
What part of, I just said that you don't understand.
Mike did to them?
If something ever happened to him.
Mike did what does that mean?
You tell me.
I don't know.
They said if anything bad ever happened to us, look at Mike.
Why would they even say
I don't know.
that?
That's why I'm asking you.
And why would they say that to her? Have you talked to Renee about her sister at all?
Yeah.
What does she have to say about that?
Well, I'm not going to go into what she told me or anything like that.
She told me not to talk to her sister because she's bonkers. So I know I can't help you with that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
That's just out of character.
Austin had told his own mother that if anything ever happened to him, Mike did it. Faced with forensic evidence, a damning timeline, and a warning left behind by his own victim, Dudley's only move was to deny everything. And that was exactly what he did for the rest of that interview.
So, Mike, when did you find out about Austin and Jessica's death? How did you find out?
I think Richie called me and told me.
Richie?
Yeah, he talked to Renee.
Renee? Did you see it on the news at all?
Well, I saw it in the news after that, yeah.
Okay. Well, it begs the question, why didn't you call the police?
I was waiting for you guys to call me. I figured you'd be right there.
Well, when we didn't call, why didn't you call us?
Well, there's really nothing to report. I figured, you'd be there.
Well, I thought
isn't that part of your standard procedure?
Yeah, but
I'm just kind of sitting there like wondering why, where the hell you guys have been.
But you just sat here for the last
Every time
hour or so talking about how you're good friends.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you heard what happened to him and how brutal it was. I think Detective Takamoto has a good point. It's like, if they were such good friends and everything like that. Because a lot of people that were good friends that hadn't even talked to either of them for 2 or 3 years reached out to us.
Well, I suppose part of it was, that I thought you guys would be coming right along pretty quick, but
when we didn't?
Now I started wondering what the hell was going on.
There were people that knew them less than you did. You pretty much roomed with them. They lived with you.
Yeah.
I had a guy.
They contacted us.
I figured you'd be
I had a
there
guy
like the
from
next
Eastern.
day.
I had a guy
where the
from-
hell you guys were.
I had a guy from Eastern Washington that hadn't talked to him for 4 years who called us. So
do you see why we're kind of perplexed?
Well, I was perplexed too. I was expecting you guys, at least on TV, that's what they do. They come along, I had nothing to add to it.
Detectives didn't need his confession. Phone records placed Dudley's device near Alki Beach on June 17th, the night before the remains were discovered, and it was the only time his phone had ever connected to that tower. He was arrested shortly after. Investigators believe he shot both Austin and Jessica on the night of June 9th, tempered their bodies in the basement over the days that followed, and drove their remains to the beach 10 days later. The couple never made it out of that house alive.
Hey, Larry, put your shoes on. We're getting out of here.
Oh.
Turn around. Relax like this. Okay, follow this guy. There, Mike.
In the end, Michael Dudley was found guilty on 2 counts of second-degree homicide with a firearm. He was sentenced to 46 years in prison and will not be eligible for parole until the age of 104. Next, we have a case where a best friend's gut feeling was enough to send officers to an apartment for a routine welfare check, and what they found behind that door would go down as one of the most disturbing discoveries any of them had ever made.
We're looking for Kimberly.
Kelly?
Do you know her?
I haven't heard from her in a while. The last time I've seen her is a couple months, and last I heard she's in Kalamazoo.
Although he believed his crime was perfect and would never be discovered, his gruesome plan was about to unravel when officers sensed something wasn't right and began looking deeper.
You know, if I used to stand here and look in?
You can. I don't have her here.
What's in the cooler?
Oh, that's for when the summer comes around. I'm gonna have parties and stuff.
Can you open that for me and then we'll get out of here? What's in there?
Just stuff.
Okay.
On May 22, 2019, officers in Michigan received a serious call from a man named Steven. He told police that his friend, Wade Allen, had contacted him asking for help to hide his girlfriend's body. And instead of helping, Steven called authorities. He provided the exact address of the residence and said the woman's body was inside. After receiving the chilling call, officers went to the location but were unable to locate the residence. The officers then called Steven again, and he only confirmed what happened.
Hi, Steven.
Yes.
This is Officer Frederick, Sturgis Police Department. We checked that address, and there's nobody. It's not an apartment. It's just a house. Did you see this firsthand, or he tell you this, or how?
He told me about it and asked me if I wanted to see him or see the body, and I said no.
Okay. So he just asked you if you wanted to see the dead body?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was trying to get me to help him to where he can go bury the body, and we told him that we wasn't going to do that.
And do you know who the person is that?
Yeah, her name is Kelly Jean Warner.
After speaking with Stephen, the officers headed to the house, and the moment they stepped inside, they felt that something was deeply, deeply wrong.
Hi, Wade.
Hey, Wade. How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
I remember you from the Speedway.
Yeah. 37, what are you up to now?
Not much.
We're looking for Kimberly.
Kelly?
Or Kelly. She...
Do you know Kelly?
Kimberly or Kelly?
From the shelter, maybe?
KJ?
KJ?
Yeah. Kelly. Nickname KJ. 466
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard from that person in some months.
7, gonna be...
She hasn't been around in a while.
She doesn't live with you or...
No.
Do you know her? Or do you...
I haven't heard from her in a while. The last time I've seen her is a couple months. The last I heard, she's in Kalamazoo. And after that, I haven't heard from her.
In the hallway, even before anyone opened the door, officers noticed a horrible odor, one that was impossible to mistake. After knocking, they were met by Wade Allen, Kelly's boyfriend, the man Stephen said had called him.
Do you mind if we come and look, see if make sure she's not here?
I can tell you she's not. I mean, you know, I haven't got any mail. If you got that, I can give you that, but she's not here right now, I can tell you that.
You don't mind if we just verify real quick she's not in there and then we'll get out of here? We'll just tell Kalamazoo that she's not down here and we can get that wiped off the plate.
I think the best way for me to help you get a hold of her is through the shelter. I got her shelter manager person, and I can give you that information, but as far as here, I don't like just... My place is a mess, and I don't like just people coming and going all the time.
We don't care. We see all sorts of apartments and homes and...
Well,
all we gotta do is verify she's not here, and then we can get out of here and be done with it. They've been trying to locate her for a few days.
I've been waiting to hear from her on Facebook, and I haven't heard from her, so... That's all I could tell you is try Kalamazoo. Like, she hasn't been here in forever, and I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Well, I'd really appreciate it if you let us come in and look real quick. We could care less about whatever your apartment looks like.
Signal 5? Signalton.
I don't know. I feel iffy. If you guys want to come by another time, just not right now. Let me at least have a day where I can clean up and do things.
Okay. Well, here's the deal, Wade. If we gotta get a search warrant, we will. All right.
Okay.
We don't want to go that route.
I know.
That's a lot of work for all of us, including you. So, if we gotta do that, we're gonna have to detain you and put you in the car for a little while.
I can open up and I'll say, hey, KJ, Kelly, and there's no Kelly or KJ.
You mind if I just stand here and look in?
You can. I mean, I don't have her here.
Okay.
Honestly. She hasn't been here in months.
Can you just throw some shoes on real quick?
I could. Why? Why do I need my shoes on?
Because like I said, you're gonna be detained and we're gonna get a search warrant, okay?
Oh, you just want to walk in, that's it?
Yeah, that's basically all we want to do is just verify
Our bosses want to make sure she's not here, so we want to do what we got to do for our job, and then we're out.
And if she's here, we don't care. We could just say, hey, okay, if she's not here,
Do you want if it's just one of you then? I just
one of us is fine.
You want to come in?
I'll go in, Wade. Thank you.
I know you know me enough, like...
Yeah, I just...
Wade's behavior was wildly strange. He acted as if he were distant from Kelly, even though witnesses had said otherwise. When officers asked him to step inside, he grew increasingly uncomfortable, trying to avoid the situation, but he couldn't.
It's not much, but I don't have... I mean, I got my friend's sunglasses here, but...
What's in the cooler?
Oh, that's for when the summer comes around. I'm going to have parties and stuff, so...
Alright, no problem. Can you open that for me and then we'll get out of here?
Well, not right now I can't. Like, I mean, I want to save that for later. But I showed you, she hasn't been here in forever.
Okay, well, why don't you just open that cooler and we'll get out of here. I just want to make sure anywhere that she could be hiding.
She's not going to be hiding.
Well, okay, I just need to know that, okay?
No, I mean, I can help you out there, but I've shown you everything.
Okay. Alright. You won't...
I haven't seen her, like I said, in forever.
Nope, you don't have no closets, or...
No. I mean, just this. You know, and that's it.
Okay.
But she's not here and hasn't been. I wish she was.
Alright, man. You can walk me to the front then. So.
Alright.
You won't open that cooler for me?
Well...
Can you open the fridge for me? Make sure she's not hiding in there?
There's no point in the fridge either. Like, I mean, it's just food and stuff.
I understand. You have shoes you can throw on real quick?
A little bit, but here, I'll help you, you know.
Okay, I'll help you out. Go on out.
Well, I gotta
you're detained right now, okay? Go on out.
I'm detained?
You're detained. Walk out there.
You said let me get my shoes on.
You're not going to get them on now. I'm giving you the opportunity to walk out there.
Wade's resistance to opening the cooler immediately raised serious red flags for the officers. Whether Wade agreed or not, they were determined to get what they needed, even if it meant taking a longer route to do so.
Do it now. You got anything illegal on you?
No, I don't.
Okay, put your hands behind your back.
You got a knife or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Why don't you turn around against the wall real slowly.
Being detained, I'm just...
You just want the opportunity to look the rest of the way through the apartment, okay?
Well, I showed you everything. Here, let me...
Do you want to show me?
I will. I showed you everything.
Why don't you walk back in there and show me then?
But I did. You see?
Can I look in that fridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something...
Okay. I see she's not in there.
What do you want to be in the fridge?
I understand that, but we gotta look. We found people in some crazy places. In little cupboards like that, people can crawl in there and fit in there. And I just want to make sure 100% that she's not here, and then we'll get out of here.
She wouldn't have to hide.
Well, I don't know her. I don't know anything about her. I don't know if she's hiding from the law or hiding from her family or what she's doing.
Well, I don't think she would.
I just want to verify. Okay. Can I look in that cooler over there?
That's kind of, like I said, later on in summer stuff, but I'm trying to keep my stuff kind of private, you know?
Well, that's fine. All I want to do is open it, say, KJ, you in there, and then close it right back up, and I'll get out of here. You'll be out of handcuffs, and we'll be gone.
Well, let's have a warrant for the rest of this, and I'll just get detained.
As Wade was taken to the patrol car, he continued to question why officers needed to open the cooler. But once he realized they would obtain a search warrant and uncover his dark secret, whether he wanted it or not, he finally permitted them to open it. And what they found inside was one of the most gruesome scenes they had ever encountered.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door for you.
Yeah.
You don't want us come or go.
Then we'll get you out of handcuffs, and we'll leave.
Yeah.
I'm good to check things out. All I'm concerned about is any closets or any coolers.
Like I said, just in here. Watch.
Okay. Can I pop it open? Just take a peek?
Well, yeah, if you want.
Okay. Why don't you step back for a second?
Okay.
What's in there?
Just stuff.
Okay. Alright, let's head out here.
But, my wallet's right there.
Okay, I'll grab it. Head out here. Okay.
But everything should be good now.
Yep, everything's good.
I showed you everything?
Yep. You're under arrest, okay?
Under arrest?
Yes, you are.
Alright.
Gotta get the crime task force out here. Come check this out.
What?
Got a homicide, found a body in a cooler. Looks like she's probably, I don't know, doubled over in there. The cooler's probably 4 foot long or something. I looked in there and I seen an arm and it had like black mold dots on it.
Hey Sam, this is Damon. I need you here at 209 North Maple, like ASAP.
Inside the cooler, officers found the body of Kelly Jean Warner, Wade's girlfriend. Their suspicions had now turned into something concrete. The call from Steven, the horrific odor, and Wade's bizarre behavior finally made sense. After discovering the body, officers arrested Wade and brought him to the interrogation room, ready to uncover what had happened between the couple. Instead, what followed was a carefully constructed chain of lies, designed by Wade in an attempt to escape the situation.
All right, Wade, so what I would like to know from you is, in your own words, what happened to Kelly Jean?
I know she's been through a lot. I'll start with saying that she's hyperglycemic.
Okay.
Alright, so her eating levels are important. She has to have a certain amount of sugars or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I only bring that to attention because I know at one point while she was making cereal, she fainted and really hurt her head, and it really concerned me. Because a little after that, I started seeing impairment issues, whether it's speech, memory, things like that. I was concerned. That incident had to have happened in March.
Okay, so it's been a little bit.
I want to say March.
When you say she fainted and hurt her head, how did she hurt her head?
I watched her when she fell. When she fell back, it was back of her head on the floor. Like I said, her motor skills and memory were starting to not be at her best.
Okay. When she fell, you described it as she kind of fell backwards and hit the back of her head on the floor?
Yeah.
Where was this at your apartment at?
Yeah.
At 209? Okay. Where inside of the apartment did she fall and where did that happen at?
Kitchen.
In the kitchen? Okay. When she fell, did she become unconscious? Did she knock herself out? Did she just kind of stun herself? Did she?
She was unconscious for a little bit.
Okay. About how long would you say a little bit would be?
Well, I would say 5 to 10 minutes, and even though that might seem like a little.
The investigation began in the most unsettling way possible. Instead of even pretending to be sad about what had happened to Kelly, Wade showed no emotion at all. He didn't cry. He didn't show any signs of remorse. He simply stood there, telling a fabricated story, convinced he could fool the police. And the more Wade talked, the more cracks began to appear in his story.
So let's go start from March of 2019 when you witnessed her faint and hit her head and move up until today.
All right, because I believe she left for a while, got into a really bad relationship, and then when she came back to me. But, yeah, there was that. And then I was trying to take care of her. I saw like a yellow thing forming in her eye at one point. Then that turned into a blood sac. And that became both eyes.
When did you observe this, or when did you notice this issue with her eyes?
This was within a week, or all of this is going to be only 2 weeks time period, because it was about 2 weeks after that when I found her in the shower.
All right, so she passed out, hit her head on the floor. You said within a week she had something in her eye?
In that first week.
So when she fell, hit her head, lost consciousness, Did she then come back around?
Yeah, just lost some memory of, like, she didn't know how or why she fell.
Okay. So then after that, you said that you noticed something in her eyes that looked like some yellow pus?
It turned into blood. When I say motor skills, like, she was at a point where she wasn't able to feed herself. And that really concerned me. I did my best to try to help feed her. Because one time I came in, I saw her sitting on the tub, and I tried to feed her this meal. I wanted these freezer dinners. I have a bunch of those. And it was chili. And she was just kind of like holding it like this. And then she'd just be moving so slow. And there was just chili all over her. And I tried to feed her as much as I could. I said, if you need help, I'll feed her. And then, like, when it came to, like, drinking water, I eventually started to give her a straw. Because, like, when I tried to pour water into her mouth, there was a few times she would choke on it. So I'm like, this is not working.
Kelly was diabetic, which could have caused her to faint, but the fact that Wade never called for medical help was deeply suspicious. He also claimed that Kelly had been in a troubled relationship before returning to him, and while it was true that Kelly had met another man, the injuries to her eyes were not caused by this secret lover. But Wade managed to make the situation even worse when he revealed a disturbing detail about what had happened to Kelly.
I thought she'd be okay if she was laying down, not standing up. I wouldn't have to watch over her.
Good fall. Right.
So I see in the morning, she was breathing, and it really shocked me when I saw her feet. And it means that she started with hot water, and I don't know, didn't have the strength to turn a knob. I can't understand why she didn't turn it or adjust it or. And I don't know if that would cause death. Is hot water?
When you left the bathroom, how was she?
She was laying.
Okay. And you said you started the water, so the water was running?
Yeah. And
was the tub the stopper in there so that the tub would accumulate water so she could take a bath?
Yeah.
And did you go back in there?
I went to sleep.
You went to sleep?
I thought she was okay.
What Wade described was, in fact, the disturbing sequence of events he had forced Kelly to endure. According to him, Kelly's death could be linked to being left in extremely hot water, but just minutes earlier, he had claimed she couldn't move on her own, which meant that if she died in the bathtub, Wade knew she was there, agonizing in the water.
Well, at this point, I treated it like I was guilty of the situation. I felt like no matter what I said, I was going to be guilty. But I figured even no matter what, the best I would do is I want to give her a proper burial somewhere. She doesn't have any family. She doesn't have anything. At least wherever I'll put her, I would visit her. I wouldn't want her to have, like, nobody visit her.
Wade's reason for keeping Kelly's body with him was deeply concerning, and as absurd as it may sound, the situation became even more serious after a neighbor came forward with her account. According to her, Wade claimed that Kelly had hit her head in the bathtub, causing fractures to her skull. Not only that, but Stephen's account further exposed how twisted Wade's story really was. When questioned, Stephen revealed that Wade had made several disturbing comments about dissecting a body, especially someone he knew well, and told officers that Wade often talked about taking Kelly's life, to the point where Stephen eventually stopped spending time with him. On the night Wade called Stephen for help, help. He claimed he had hit Kelly against the fireplace, but believed she was still alive. He then said he used a torch on parts of her body to see if she would react, before placing her in the bathtub, later cutting her body and storing the remains in coolers. It was only after that Wade contacted Stephen, asking for help disposing of the body. By this point, Wade had provided at least 3 different versions of events, something he could no longer keep straight. While Wade was being questioned, another group of officers went to his house to search for any signs of what had happened that night, and what they found there would haunt them forever.
Morning, boss.
Hi. Where am I going?
What's that?
Where are we going?
I have back in the corner in the living room. There's a green cooler right there. I just cracked it. He finally gave me permission to come in here and look in there. That cooler? The lid opens from the back side. I peeked over the left hand. No, I didn't. I just took him straight out and.
Blood?
I have no idea.
And cut up.
There's another cooler in here. There's another cooler in the bedroom.
I saw some toes and an ankle.
You able to open that up?
Yeah.
While searching the house, officers discovered that Kelly's body was not entirely inside the cooler. Some parts had been cut away, suggesting they were located elsewhere in the home, and disturbingly, they were. Officers soon found a second cooler hidden inside the residence, containing additional parts of Kelly's body. The scene was so gruesome that even the most experienced officers struggled to process what they were seeing. Investigators also located a reciprocating saw, plastic sheets covering the windows, protective eyewear, gloves, garbage bag liners, ropes, ties, and a single white ribbon. All of these items painted a clear picture of the story Wade was trying to hide, one that would later be fully revealed as the investigation continued. Back in the interrogation room, investigators pressed Wade further, this time questioning him about the unsettling discovery of the cooler.
I didn't move her at all for a long time.
How long do you think a long time would be?
2 or 3 days. I wanted to put her all at one so she could be whole. But I couldn't really move her in any kind of way to keep her whole. Nothing I could do to keep her remain whole. That's where it really got worse.
So you say you cut her legs. Where did you cut her like that?
Hopefully you never have to see something like this in your life. Ever. So, here, and then here. I started here, but then I realized her knees were still over to the edge. So I had to go here too.
Okay. And how did you cut her legs?
I used a saw.
A saw? Like a hand saw? Like a
reciprocating saw.
Reciprocating saw. That you called Stephen then?
Around the time of, like, within a week after she passed.
Okay. What did you tell him happened to Kelly?
Tell him what happened.
Did you tell him that you backhanded her? Something happened and she passed away?
Backhanded her? No, if he said that, then I'm a little bit upset because that's not true.
How angry were you with her for leaving and then coming back? No.
I love her.
I know you do. I know. To the point where she's going to be with you and no one else?
At this point, the investigator began confronting Wade with the evidence, questioning him about what he had told Stephen, fully aware that their versions of events didn't match. It was then that he asked a critical question, one that would later reveal itself as the driving force behind Wade's actions. After the investigation, Wade was formally charged and taken to jail. But if officers believed things would settle there, they were deeply mistaken. While in jail, Wade began boasting to his cellmates about the story he had never told investigators. The first person to hear it was Kelly's sister, who, by a cruel coincidence, was sharing a cell with her sister's attacker, and later told investigators that Wade claimed he had dug a hole behind a Kroger store to bury Kelly. However, the most unsettling accounts came from other cellmates who, although accustomed to hearing disturbing stories, were genuinely terrified by Wade's claims. One in particular that caught investigators' attention, Daniel Keifs.
This guy is, well, let me just put it to you like this. He's a serial killer.
Okay.
Okay. He told us that he physically had this girl down on the bed with a white ribbon around her neck, watching the clock for 5 minutes until she would, and he brought her back to life. And when he did, the torture that he put her through before he had choked her out with this white ribbon, he gave us detail on this ribbon and this paracord that he used, and oh, it's gross. It's disgusting.
And you said he brought her back? What do you mean by that? What did
He gave her CPR. He was giving her CPR and brought her back. At that time, he said that she went blue, and he said he got on his phone because the next day, when she was already brain dead.
When he started strangling her?
After she become brain dead.
Okay.
Because she couldn't talk, she couldn't walk, anything. He said that he bought a torch lighter from Dollar General in Sturgis, out to buy, he said, the pediatric center. And he said he burnt her tongue, the tip of her tongue, both of her, and her. And I said, wow. I said, that's gruesome, dude. I said, what did you do after that? He says, I had with her. I said, are you serious, dude? He said, yeah. He is very turned on to me, like wants to do things with me. That dude needs to be put away for a long time.
I agree.
This, what I heard, was the most traumatizing thing I've ever heard since I've been in any county jail. But we were taking shifts on staying awake.
Okay.
We didn't want to go to sleep with this guy in there.
Gotcha.
That's why he did this, because he said she cheated on him.
Okay.
This was the main reason why he did this to her. Because she cheated on him and broke his heart.
What Daniel revealed confirmed the investigators' suspicions. According to him, Wade confessed that he took Kelly's life after learning she had found love elsewhere while still in a relationship with him. Daniel also explained what the items investigators found in the house had been used for. Not just him, but other cellmates shared the same disturbing details. Wade bragged that he tied Kelly while she was still alive and locked her in a closet before leaving for work, and that he gagged her with a screwdriver so she couldn't scream. One cellmate even repeated the same account Stephen had given, describing how Wade used a torch on Kelly's body. At that point, the picture painted by the evidence investigators had found became clear and deeply disturbing, and Wade's behavior hadn't started randomly. One of his exes later came forward, describing the traumatic period she endured with him and stating that if she hadn't escaped, she believed she would have been the one inside the cooler. Daniel's account drew even more attention when it was revealed that, after learning his cellmates had reported him, Wade planned revenge and sexually assaulted Daniel, who later described the disturbing attempts Wade made toward him. The evidence against Wade was overwhelming, and in the end, he was charged with second-degree murder, attempted dismemberment of a body, and third-degree criminal conduct. He was sentenced to 37 to 60 years in prison, with an additional consecutive sentence for criminal sexual misconduct. Next, we have a case where a midnight wellness check on a young woman led officers into an apartment that looked almost normal until a few details made it clear that someone had gone to great lengths to make sure it stayed that way.
The last time she was heard from was a week ago, and I guess a year ago this friend of hers threatened to kill her with a gun. There's a person that's laying in the bed that's not responding.
On the night of May 27, 2022, officers from Columbus, Ohio were dispatched to an apartment complex on Wedgwood Drive in Columbus, Ohio, for a wellness check on 19-year-old Jasmine Chester, who hadn't been heard from in over a week. Before they even reached the door, what they were told outside stopped them in their tracks.
So here's the thing. She said that the female that we're looking for, the last time she was heard from was a week ago on the 19th. She had sent an Instagram photo with her and a girl that she used to be friends with, and I guess a year ago this friend of hers threatened to kill her with a gun. Actually it's right here. So she said to look around, see if we find anything. Said that she might be inside because the rumor is that she got.
Jasmine's mother had reported that the last person seen with her daughter was a girl named Nichella Halton, the same girl who, a year earlier, had threatened to end Jasmine's life. A rumor had already spread that Halton had followed through. What officers found when they got closer to the apartment only made that rumor harder to dismiss.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd say it's enough to kick the door. I'll call Moody back.
Broke down the hazard drone.
Hey, Lisa. We have a bathroom window, and
There's a person in the bed that's not responding.
and there's a person that's laying in the bed that's not responding. So we'll be kicking the door.
A bullet hole in the bathroom window and a figure lying in the bed that wasn't responding gave officers all they needed to force entry. What was waiting for them inside was about to turn a wellness check into something far more serious.
9100, we're going to force entry.
Columbus Police! Police Department, make yourself known! What? You got the kitchen on there, no wrong.
Alright. Clear?
Alright.
Go ahead. I got your left.
Yeah, she's 1018.
Okay. Yeah.
You just want to look the rest of the apartment?
Yep. Yeah, there's a couple bullet holes in them. Hey. 9102.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, can we get a 24?
Yeah, got it. 910 is pronounced or.
Most likely pronounced. We got a female inside. From her head.
I'm your cover long.
Okay.
Columbus Police!
See, that's this family, but yeah, not right.
Yeah, 104, 101, 190, 9102.
105, 42 Victor, we'll head that way.
Copy.
Right.
Let's just back out and hold it.
Yep.
Inside the apartment, Jasmine was found with a gun wound to her head, but the scene around her was strangely composed, the air conditioning cranked to full blast. Someone had gone to deliberate lengths to slow down what was already done, and the more officers looked, the more calculated it appeared.
Huh? She's been there a minute.
Yeah. So I was gonna say is, you know,
Well, the AC is cranked full blast.
oh, okay.
So, probably on purpose.
The bullet holes told a story of their own. 2 in the bathroom window, and 1 in the shower tile, meaning the shots had been fired from inside, not outside, and the glass had been cleaned up afterward. Jasmine's body had been moved from the bathroom, placed in bed, and covered. What had initially looked like a quiet apartment was, in reality, a carefully staged scene, and the person most likely responsible was already sitting in a jail cell on a separate firearms charge.
It's like someone was standing roughly in that general area, putting them straight through the window.
You think from the inside or the outside? Can you tell?
I would say from the outside because there's no glass.
There's glass on the inside?
Joel, did you see any glass on the inside of the bathroom?
No, but I didn't poke around too hard.
Was there anything?
It looked to me that they were outbound.
Oh, you think they were out?
Yeah, because there's 2 in the window, and then there's 1 in the tile of the shower.
In the end, Nichella Halton was arrested and charged with the homicide of Jasmine Chester. She later pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of voluntary manslaughter with a 3-year firearm specification and was sentenced to 14 to 19.5 years in prison. Next, we have a case where a welfare check on a missing employee led officers straight to the front door of the man responsible. And what he told them the moment they knocked would stop everyone on that scene cold.
Oh, you won't?
Nope. Are you on me again?
Yeah.
We have an employee that has not reported to work in almost a week, and that's not like her.
You what now?
I lost control.
Lost control? What made you lose control?
On December 15, 2022, police were dispatched for a wellness check after an HR manager reported that her employee, Amberly Harris, had been missing for nearly a week with no contact. What awaited officers when they arrived at the residence was something no routine welfare check could have prepared them for.
King County Dispatch.
Yes, hi. My name is Erica, and I am the HR Human Resources Manager located in Crescent Springs, Kentucky.
Okay.
The reason for my I'm sorry?
No, I said okay. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay. The reason for my call is we have an employee that has not reported to work in almost a week, and that's not like her. We've called, we've texted with no response, and it's just not like her. And I wanted to initiate a well check.
In response, deputies found that both Amberly's and Tommy's cars were sitting in the driveway. But when Tommy answered the door, what came out of his mouth before officers could even ask a single question made it clear this was no longer a wellness check.
19 in service.
10-4.
Okay. Hello. Hey, man. Is Amberly here? Amberly? She passed away.
What? You did what?
I can't hear you. Okay, hold on. Come here.
Where is she?
Come inside. There you go. Just put your hand to my back.
Where
Brady,
is she?
Watch inside, Brady.
What?
Tommy had admitted to shooting Amberly right there at the door. As officers rushed inside and secured the scene, the weight of what had just happened began to settle, and what they found inside made it clear she had been there for days.
Independence Police, make yourself known! Independence Police, make yourself known!
Independence 19, turn that way.
Independence Police, Junior, make yourself known! Go. Watch your footing. Watch your footing.
Clear in here, Roger.
Huh?
Clear.
Independence Police, Junior, make yourself known!
Department, make yourself known!
Go.
132 clear. Oh, she's down.
What?
I got. She's down. What's more units?
Independence Police, make yourself known! Independence Police, make yourself known!
Independence 19, turn that way.
Okay, you're good. Do you have any weapons on you?
Make yourself known!
All right. Clear.
K132 and K138, turn towards 4653 Beach Grove, 4653 Beach Grove.
Clear. 132 clear. And Ralph from Garvey.
10-4.
138 on route.
10-4.
26, information. Our male subject and his daughter just admitted to our victim here, so we're trying to figure out further. All right, hold on, man.
10-4.
If Independent 7's on 410, contact
1, 2, and 3. 4.
Copy.
10 minutes 3, I'm clear. What was the...
964.
What's your name?
Check, male subject over the door, admitted
Tommy?
shot the victim.
Okay.
Just sit in your car.
Yeah, we'll work that out in a second, but I gotta make sure my guys inside are okay. Alright. Rungi, you guys good?
Yeah, we're good.
Alright. Hold on.
With Tommy in custody and the scene secured, officers began piecing together a timeline. Tommy told them the shooting had happened Sunday morning after a fight, that Amberly had been trashing his belongings, and he had simply lost control. What he admitted to using made the details of that morning even harder to process.
Is there anyone else inside? Is it just her?
All my pups.
Okay, is it just Amberly? Alright. Is it contained in there? When did all this just happen?
Sunday night, except Monday morning, Sunday.
Monday morning. It's secure in there, right? I'm gonna tell them to slow down.
No one else is in here. No, keep them covered.
Alright. Do you have any weapons on you?
No, sir.
You're good, Tommy. Just hold on, man. Hold on.
I haven't touched anything, but
I wouldn't. Just make sure. Is there a gun that round? Is a gun in plain view?
there's a gun in one of the rooms down.
No, the gun's under the bed.
On the bed. You good? Do you need a squad or anything to check you out? Alright. Do you want to tell me what happened here?
We're fighting. She's trashing my again.
Okay.
Independence 26 on channel 2.
26 guy.
Tommy J. Powell.
You good? 26, I didn't copy him.
Tommy J. Powell. Affirmative.
That's not far. Middle initials J, right?
He does have an NCIC, no extradition out of Indiana. Otherwise, he's clear.
I'm clear, thank you. Alright, so what? So run me back.
Can you turn the heat on?
What is it?
Can you turn the heat on?
Heat on? The heat is on.
Oh.
G-Trump.
Hold on, man.
The second hit on Civic.
Alright. Do you want to tell me what happened here? When were you guys fighting?
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning? What started the fight?
Her trashing my.
What was it? What was it?
She was selling my TV and stuff.
Okay. And then what happened?
I lost control.
You what now?
I lost control.
Lost control? What made you lose control?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
No.
So when you say you lost control, what do you mean? What'd you shoot her with?
Independence 19, Independence 30.
20 gauge?
Go ahead.
Alright, so is it a gun you shot her with?
Hey, I gotta get my body camera. Do you guys need anything from the office at this point? I don't believe so.
Alright, Tommy, you okay right now?
7 and 30. Right.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on you, but I'm gonna roll down this window a little bit, alright?
Yeah. Do you have your partner with you?
What?
He's saying if we get consent to search the body cam of this place.
Tommy, do we have consent to search your whole house? Yeah, we do.
We do?
19 to 7 on 3. You need an extra modified cord?
What do you need?
Yeah, bring an extra.
Just see if they need. We're gonna search the house.
Chances are they're dying. Just want to be clear.
Do you remember what date, or was it Monday when you shot her, or was it Sunday? Do you know what today is right now? How long you been inside the house for?
Where?
3 or 4 days? Have you left the house or anything?
3 to 7, there's no one else at the office.
You been in shock since? Yeah. Okay. You don't know what today is though?
Yeah, 132, 703.
Do you know what month it is? Who's the president? Are you okay right now?
Tommy had been inside that house with Amberly's body for 3 to 4 days, barely eating, not taking his medication, and barely holding himself together. By the time officers got him to the station, he was visibly deteriorating, and what happened next during questioning would bring everything to a brief halt.
How long you been in these clothes for? If you want to, just tilt up a little bit for me. Can you lean up a little bit? Yeah, you're good. I just want to make sure there's nothing in this hoodie. All right, you're good. Good, Tommy?
Seatbelt.
Yeah. Now we're going to step out, we're going to walk into the office, and we're going to get in a room real quick, all right? Good?
I'm about to pass out.
You all right? All right, we're going to walk into those doors over there.
You don't have anything on you that they haven't found, right?
Take a couple steps to your right real quick. There you go.
What's your name, buddy?
Tommy, pal.
Tommy? Okay. Okay. This good for the premise? I need. Yeah, what do you want then? Is this for the premises? Water or Coke or something or what? Is that what that is? Coke? Okay.
Alright. Yeah. Yeah, that's the right one.
Okay. So what's your name, brother? Tommy Powell. I'm Detective Strine with the Independence Police. This is Detective Young with Ellesmere. Okay. I don't know anything, man. I was at home, just kind of hanging out. Apparently we got a call to your home, dude. What's going on? You shot your girlfriend? Okay.
So, real quick, who lives there? Whose name's on the lease?
Mine.
Your name's on the lease? Okay.
So, real quick, man. Do you mind if we search your residence? You don't mind if we search? Okay. Do you mind signing a document and allowing us permission to search your residence? Okay. Also, do you mind uncuffing him? You good, brother?
I'm going to leave this right here.
What have you had?
Is it like a stomach bug, Tommy, or do you got the flu? What's going on, buddy? Talk to me. COVID? Okay.
Oh, so you haven't been to the doctor?
Okay. So, Tommy, I know you've been really cooperative with these guys. All right, Tommy, so you kind of walk me through the process of how this kind of went through. And before we kind of begin with that, we have officers that are at your house right now, okay? Obviously, we need to be able to kind of process that scene effectively, and what'll make that scene processing a little bit easier is if you take one of this consent to search form and allow us access to search your home. Is that okay? Okay. So I'm gonna walk this through with you real quick, okay? So how it works is that you're gonna sign your name right here. You've been informed by me with the Independence Police, having made proper identification as a law enforcement officer. And if you want me to read this to you, I can. You want me to read it to you? Okay. But you understand that this is just a consent to search your residence, right? You're giving us authorization to go to your home and search the residence. You give us permission, correct? Okay.
So can you read and write and understand English language? And I'm not trying to be that disrespectful. I'm just making sure you can read. So we don't have to read it to you.
Okay. So what I want to do is I want you to, if you could please, if you want to just sign this, that way we can get it over to our officers on scene. Is that okay? Alright, so what I want you to do is just sign your name, your first and last name at the top line for me. And I'll move this over here for you, bud. You sure you don't want anything to eat, man? Like crackers or anything?
10 days.
Yeah, 8 10 days. So, I mean, we got snacks, man. We got crackers, we got donuts, believe it or not. We got all kinds of good stuff. So, I mean, you want anything to snack on, kind of settle your stomach a little bit? When we got all kinds of stuff, you might getting like crackers or something there. We'll just set it off here just in case. We got some.
Doritos, you like Doritos? Salted with Doritos.
Alright, man. Alright, this basically right here says the above officers, and I'm going to identify myself as Detective Strine, okay? And this here is Officer Spiegel. And Detective Young as well. Alright. The above said officers further have my permission to take from my premises and property any letters, papers, materials, or any other property within which they desire as evidence for criminal prosecution in case or cases under investigation. This written permission to search without a search warrant is given by me. Is there any other reason you'd be prescribed that medication, Tommy?
Yes.
The VA did it? Okay.
Taking that to the car, taking it to the hospital. Cool.
What's that?
8 up in 11 days.
Yeah, when we get you taken care of, you gonna get up here, let's get you taken care of, okay?
Stand up for me, Tommy.
Just have to say,
I gotta put these behind you again, okay?
like I'm gonna black out.
Yeah, we're good enough for it here. Just put your hands back behind your back for me. Sorry. Trying to make them more as comfortable as I can for you. Alright. Good to go?
Yep, you have to put him in there, I'll be right there. So he's in custody, obviously, and during our interview, he says he feels like he's going to pass out.
Okay.
The squad checked him out. He says he hasn't eaten in several days. You taking your medicine or no? Says he hasn't taken his Depakote, Seroquel, and what else? Trazodone.
Okay.
So we need to get medically cleared to take him to jail.
Got it.
If that's the media request, that should be 40 times supervisor.
And we're just saying we just need to run this in so long amount of time.
We're going to move to another room there, Tommy. Nope, good. Alright.
Hey buddy, I'm Dr. Patel. Can you tell me a little bit about what happened to bring you here? Or do you want them to step out a little bit?
We can't leave him. He's in our custody.
Okay.
With Tommy stabilized and talking, he walked detectives through his account calmly, signing consent forms and answering questions without resistance. But what investigators were pulling from the residence while he sat in that room, starting with Amberly's cell phone, was about to paint a very different picture of what Sunday morning was really about.
Call your boyfriend.
Not calling nobody.
Yeah, whatever. You will leave today.
I'm not going nowhere, Tommy.
Yeah, you will.
No, I'm not.
Oh, you won't?
Nope.
You won't?
No, you want to hit me again?
Yeah, I will.
Do ya?
Yeah.
Do you want to hit me again?
You gonna play it again?
You want to come in here and knock me in the back of my head again?
Oh, yeah, what? Is that what your boyfriend thinks?
I don't have another boyfriend.
Get the fuck out of my house.
I'm good. Oh, and do you want to threaten to throw the puppy out again, too? Do you want to beat on her, too? That's not what I heard you doing this morning.
Why don't you get the f out, you little lazy ass bitch?
I'm not lazy. I'm about to go to work.
Well, you know
Who's laid out of work
You know
because
what?
they... Don't burn me! I about had enough of that
Hit me again, mother. Come on. Hug up, face.
Ow!
In the end, Tommy Powell pleaded guilty to the homicide of Amberly Harris and was sentenced to life in prison. Next, we have a case where a neighbor's call about gunfire led deputies to a front door, and the man who opened it didn't wait to be asked a single question before confessing to something that stopped every officer on that scene in their tracks.
10-4, there's possibly 3 individuals deceased in the house.
My dad rushed me, I hit him, and then my mom was like, you need to die.
There was a knife on the ground too, all over it. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
On Sunday, October 13th, 2024, at around 2:15 p.m., Bernalillo County deputies were dispatched for a welfare check after a neighbor reported hearing several loud bangs and being unable to reach the family next door. What the man at the door told them the moment it swung open was something no deputy could have prepared for.
Sheriff's office. Hello, Sheriff's office.
Hi.
Hey, sir. How you doing, sir? My family rushed me. Rushed you where?
In my room,
What do you mean?
with a knife.
Come out here real quick, then.
Yes, sir.
What are you talking about, dude? You have any weapons on you right now?
Yeah, I do.
Hold on, no, don't read.
Don't.
I do. Yes, sir. You're just gonna tell me what's going on, okay?
So
Give me a second.
my family was trying to walk into my room, and they were trying to my heart. And my dad had a knife, and my sister had a sledgehammer, and then I found,
What?
But however, I found their bodies, and their wounds were healed. Oh, do you want me to show you?
125, so we need additional units code.
It's crazy. I don't know, like, I shot him in the head, and then they're convulsing. They're trying their arms. What's the friend?
We are 10-4 and we have 1 detained.
You okay now? Yeah, no, I'm on.
10-4, there's possibly 3 individuals deceased in the house.
The man, later identified as 24-year-old Adley, with him detained, and the scene anything but clear, deputies moved to enter the house. What was waiting for them inside suggested that whatever had happened here, it had been violent enough to leave a trail that couldn't be hidden.
I was gonna put on my white.
281, 209.
Correct. I don't know what happened. It's like they said they were trying to hit my heart, and then they're banging on my door.
Yeah. What's up with that?
My dad rushed me, I hit him, and then my mom was like, you need to die. And I was like, what the I've been telling officers that I tested negative for THC, so I tested positive for THC. I don't know what's going on.
10-4. Okay. Hey, do you think we should secure this in a
No, I can show you where the bodies are.
No, just hold on. Just hold on.
Okay, so
hey, hold on.
there.
We have to detain you in a car, okay?
They're over there, like right. Okay.
Are they in the house?
No, it should look scary. They were biting their arms, and then there was like hot boiling on the ground. Is that normal?
I can't. Just kind of hang out for me for a minute, okay? We have to figure some stuff out.
That's just you're gonna talk to me over here. Sheriff's office! Anyone inside, come on out with your hands up, open and empty! At 194 still, we're making announcements at the door. Looks like there's a lot of... Give us 10. Sheriff's office! Anyone inside, come on out with your hands up, open and empty!
We're about 10 minutes out.
Sheriff's office! Anyone inside, come on out with your hands up, open and empty! He was like, they were this way, right? On this end of the house? Where you
She was pointing this way, yeah, to like the east. He kind of, I didn't say where they were though. He said they're over there. I don't know. I think they're gonna be in the house, but I don't think he would brought them outside or anything. I don't know.
This is the sheriff's office! Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office! Anyone inside? Come on out with your hands up, open and empty!
Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office! Anybody inside? Come out with your hands up, open and empty!
I'm moving with you guys.
Looks like dogs in the kennel.
Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office! Anybody inside? Make your presence known!
Fall down, you Oscar. Moving up. Splits, right? The showroom that's gonna drop down to the right on the whole hallway. Cool. Take left. There's another thing on here. A lot of blood. Take left.
Sheriff's Office!
Shell casings. Awesome. You got two now. Alright. Move in. What canine?
There's Casey right there, guys. Yeah, watch your step.
You guys didn't find anything downstairs on the long side?
No.
He said that's where his family was.
They said the neighbor saw him in the backyard, so we might need to check that. So, is there a way out of the backyard over here?
Right, this way.
Red stains covered the stairs. A knife sat at the bottom with the bodily fluid. A mop and bucket of water made it clear someone had already tried to clean up what had taken place. But there was something else. No bodies anywhere inside the house.
Drag mark still here. That on the left. Stay with the house. Sheriff's Office! There's drag marks along the ground there. I'm just off the building.
Go past the second gate once you exit on the right.
Deputies began searching the property and quickly noticed drag marks across the ground leading away from the house. What those marks led them to at the far end of the property confirmed the worst.
Okay, I got him. Oh. 281 SO. Three deceased, one possibly looks like a juvenile.
Separately deceased, one intended.
I'll hold here.
I don't know if it matters.
What?
Can you tape it off?
No, this is the yard, dude. I'll hold here. You guys want to go see what Oscar needs?
Please would have to come half block off road.
Sit deceased.
I didn't touch them.
No, no one's touched him. Stay out of the driveway, dude.
One 39 is up. Can you have the supervisor give me a phone, please? And also you continue here.
Shot him then?
There was shell casings in there, but I don't know if he shot all of them.
There was a knife on the ground too, all over it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he shot.
Outside, deputies discovered the bodies of Adley's mother, father, and 17-year-old sister, all fatally shot in the head. Even the family dog had been shot and later died despite emergency surgery. With the scene secured, detectives brought Adley in for questioning, but what he told them made it clear this case was anything but straightforward.
I'm gonna have him take you out of handcuffs. Go ahead and stand up. Get you out of handcuffs. It's a little easier if you stand up, okay? So before I take you out, man, no problems, right? You're not gonna cause me any problems down here?
No problems.
No problems? Cool. Do you need any water or anything? Any?
Yeah, man, no what about? You okay? Today was a crazy day.
Understandable. Some water? Then, and I'll, yeah, go ahead and take them out. I'll get you some water. It gets kind of cold. If it gets a little too cold, I'll try to find a blanket or something for you, okay? Yeah. So my name's Cameron. I'll be the one coming in and talking to you here in just a minute. Just go ahead and hang tight for me. If you need anything, just knock on the door. I'll come back, okay? Hello. Again. Like I said, my name's Cameron. I'm with the sheriff's office. Okay, so I'm one of the detectives that's out here. Just gonna come talk to you about what happened today, okay? But before we go anywhere, I just want to make sure I have your information correct.
Sure.
How do you say your name?
My David Mystery.
So obviously, seems like a lot went on today. So, you know, I would like to ask you a few questions about what went down. So, first off, is English your first?
Around 9 p.m. we're like facing, there's like seismic waves. So I was just aiming at cell towers, top of Big Bend, top of Seattle, and then I was hearing a lot of seismic waves and a lot of women were hurting. So then I helped the woman pull coins out of her and then healed her. Aimed at a submarine, and next thing you know, the seismic waves would have stopped because they're only down for like 30, 40 seconds. And next thing you know, those seismic waves wouldn't stop. My family starts convulsing. And then 9:30, convulsing, just loses consciousness, rushes me. And then around like 9:30, 10, our sister would show up. As I was told, if you look on the police cams and thermal imaging, so there's like a major catastrophe thing.
That sounds like it. So let me just...
How many?
What's that?
How many?
How many? I don't know. I haven't been out there.
Can you write down?
Sure.
Yeah. Can I write some down?
Sure.
So, I continue to knowledge around like 8, 9, there's like seismic, equal seismic,
S-E-I-S-M-I-C.
So I see waves, 8:30, well, 8:30 from here, just one stop. Then, aiming at cell towers, Big Bang, want to see the Big Bang?
Sure.
Adley's account was incoherent, jumping between tidal waves, submarines, voices, and commands he claimed to have been receiving. Detectives worked carefully to walk him through his Miranda rights, but it quickly became apparent that what they were dealing with extended well beyond the crime itself.
You hear about the seismic waves?
I've heard of them, okay? I've heard a couple people talking. But let me get through these, okay? So, you have the right to remain silent. That means you don't have to talk to me, okay? Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you know what that means? Adlai, do you know what that means?
Yes, sir.
What does that mean to you? Well, anything we talk about today can be used in court. Do you know what that means?
I understand.
Okay. You have the right to have an attorney with you before and during any and all questioning. So what that means is you can have an attorney before we talk. Do you understand? Adelaide,
do you understand?
I do understand. That's what, but I want to make sure you understand. That you can have an attorney.
I believe you guys understand. You understand?
Okay, you can have an attorney before we talk. Okay, and at any time before questioning, you can talk to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and if you can't afford to hire an attorney, if you don't have money for an attorney, one will be appointed by the state of New Mexico, so you'll get an attorney.
How about I represent myself?
That's something you'll have to determine down the road. Okay, but you'll at least have someone, at least an attorney appointed to you, whether or not you have money. Do you understand that?
Have I right to represent myself?
That's down the road, but that is something you'll have to ask the judge. Okay? but at some point you'll have an attorney appointed to represent you, okay? And then at any time, you can decide not to talk or answer any questions, okay? Do you understand? Sure. Okay. Okay. All right. And I'll come back in and talk with you here in a little bit more. So if there's anything else you want to add, I'll come back. I just got to go talk to my partners. We can try and figure out how we're going to go about tonight, okay? I'll be back in just a little bit.
May please not alter?
I will not alter it. You'll get a copy of these. You'll get a copy when we're done.
After the interview concluded and detectives stepped out, Adley didn't stay put. He kicked a hole through the wall of the interrogation room and attempted to escape, making it only as far as the hallway before deputies apprehended him before he could get out of the building.
Stop!
Alright.
Stop!
Alright.
Put your hands.
We gonna
Turn
die.
around.
We gonna die about it.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Alright, you have him? Let's put him back on. I got him. He kicked a hole through the wall. Give us some cuffs real quick. Okay, he's gonna go sit in your car. Okay, we're gonna hold him here, and then just go get your stuff, and we're gonna take him to your car. Jesus Christ! Adlai, what are you doing, brother?
We're losing.
No, we don't lose.
Y'all okay?
Yeah, are you okay, bro? We're worried about you. Are you okay? Because I've been a cop a long time, brother, and that's never happened. Looks like you gotta add a charge. Yeah.
It looks like we're gonna die about it.
No, you're just gonna hang out, man. We're not here to hurt you.
No, it looks like I'm just gonna go convulse.
No, I think you're good, bro. You'll be fine.
Reports later confirmed that Adley had a history of mental health issues and had stopped taking his medication in the period leading up to the incident. In the end, Adley was charged with 3 counts of first-degree homicide, 5 counts of tampering with evidence, extreme cruelty to animals, attempted escape from custody, and criminal property damage. As of January 2025, the case remains in its early stages with no trial date set. Moving on to a case where a daughter's growing silence from her mother triggered a welfare check that led officers into an apartment, and what they found inside confirmed the very fear that had been quietly building for months.
And come January, there was just no contact.
No contact at all come January. Has she mentioned anything about, like, you know, their separation or anything like that to you?
She did mention that she was probably going to file a month or 2 ago.
I'm sure she destroyed it if there was any.
She said that Craig gave them that money to buy the house with.
Or he sold his roofing company to these kids in town.
On May 12, 2025, officers in New Mexico received a call from a man reporting that his friend had been missing since January. With no updates or information about what might have happened, the man eventually contacted the police. What began as a welfare check quickly raised concerns.
At 97, Heather?
No, sir, I hadn't. I've been really worried about him.
Okay.
Since January.
Since January?
Yeah.
So, is it like, do they live here like part-time, or is it like full-time kind of thing? Do you know?
Well, he moved up here. They moved up here full-time.
Okay.
Oh, this was back about 2 years ago, and we were real good friends and everything.
Okay.
And we were both on the James Canyon Fire Department.
Mm-hmm.
And then come January, there was just no contact.
No contact at all come January. Yeah. Okay. Have you seen any vehicles or anything? Anybody in there?
There was a black car that was up here, and they parked up there in the shop right there,
Mm-hmm.
in the shed.
Yeah.
But they were kind of discreet.
Okay.
And they had Texas plates on it, and I've seen him drive by a few times, but
Did you recognize the vehicle? Was it like something that they usually drive, or
no.
about like how often would you say you guys usually talk, or?
Oh, he talked all the time.
Like, was it like phone calls, messages, or just like in person?
Oh, he's the one that helped me do all this driveway.
Oh, okay.
He's the one that helped me do this roof.
Okay. Okay, so you guys would hang out.
Yeah,
stuff
we were
like
real
that.
good friends.
Gotcha, gotcha. And you said since January you haven't seen anybody, heard from him, or anything like that?
Yeah, January, I got sick, he got sick, and then a couple of other people on the fire department got sick.
Okay.
And then it was after that, he just disappeared.
Okay.
I didn't know if he got sick and passed away, or I didn't know what happened.
Okay.
Because I ain't been able to talk to him or nothing.
Gotcha. All right, Mr.
I know
Mann.
his mom was in real bad health over in Breckenridge.
Okay.
And that's where they were supposed to move back to for the time being.
Breckenridge?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah,
And I was
definitely.
real good friends with him.
Yeah, that's what we're here pretty much, just checking up on him, make sure that he's okay, that, you know, there's nothing going on. But alrighty, sir. If I have any other questions or anything like that, I'll give you a call, okay?
I appreciate it.
Have a good one. Yes, sir. Take care.
At this point, officers were trying to piece together what had happened to the man, identified as 60-year-old Craig Thetford. According to the information gathered, his family had not heard from him since January and could think of no reason that would explain such a sudden disappearance.
Yes, ma'am. How are you? I'm Deputy Pintor with the Turner County Sheriff's Office. Yeah. We were looking for Craig Thetford.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Craig.
Okay.
We're buying the house from him.
Okay.
He was in Breckenridge taking care of his mom.
In Breckenridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Texas. And yeah, we've been trying to get a hold of him because we're paying money every month, and he was doing a spreadsheet for us, and yeah.
So you guys are buying the property over here next door?
We're buying this one.
This one, okay.
Yes.
Gotcha, okay.
Yes.
How long has it been since you have spoken to him or seen him?
It has been since January.
Since about January?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, his wife Dina is my friend. She's in and out from the house down there.
Okay.
She hasn't really talked to him either, which is weird.
Have you talked to Dina lately?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And have you asked her anything about, like, Craig, how he's doing or anything like that?
From what she's telling me, she's not talking to him either.
She's not, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So are they, like, not together right now?
I think they're splitting up.
Gotcha, okay.
I'm
Okay.
sure that's what's happening.
And when was the last time you saw Dina here in the area?
It's probably been about 3 weeks now.
About 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
She's supposed to
Okay.
be coming to town this week, though.
Okay. Has she mentioned anything about, like, you know, their separation or anything like that to you?
She did mention that she was probably going to file probably a month or 2 ago, 2 months ago.
A month or two ago?
Yeah, she kind of made that decision.
Gotcha.
Last time. Is everything okay?
Yeah, so pretty much the reason we're here is we're here because some of Craig's friends were worried about him because they haven't heard from him in a while. So that's why we came out here to try to see if he was here, just make sure that he's okay. Obviously, as you already know, there hasn't been anybody staying in the house for a while. So we're just kind of trying to piece everything together. Just want to make sure that he's okay.
As the investigation progressed, information from new witnesses revealed that Craig was married. This detail caught investigators' attention because, according to the information gathered, the couple had been going through a separation. Meanwhile, negotiations for the sale of a piece of land that belonged to Craig were still ongoing with his wife, identified as Dina.
Doesn't look like anyone's been here.
I'm not seeing anything that's changed or moved. Same motion lights turning on like nobody's flipped any switches or changed anything. You just check that house?
Yeah, I did. Well, I couldn't open it because it's latched closed, but I don't smell anything. What's this? Fire pit?
Garage opening.
Downstairs entry. Through the garage.
Clear up this way. Sheriff's office. Dwelling. Sheds first. And then we'll start.
Good job, gentlemen. Police department!
Sheriff's office in answer cell! Search warrant!
Looks like you have an upstairs. Small room, got a door. Small room coming out.
Okay, small room. Light it up. Small room. Coming out.
I'm gonna go right.
Clear.
Clear.
That's good. So I'm looking to see if there's any cameras, but I haven't seen them.
There's cameras on the back side of this house.
Yeah. Which is good if we find anything.
I'm sure she destroyed it if there was any.
Let me see if there is anything there.
Is that dirt? Where's that blood?
About a month after the initial investigation, officers returned to search the house again. At first glance, everything appeared normal and well organized, and nothing immediately drew attention. However, a stain found on the carpet confirmed investigators' suspicions that something might have happened to Craig. It became a crucial clue, leading officers to believe that Craig had never actually left the house and that his body had likely been hidden.
Dana took all of his gear and put it inside the brush truck. I drove the brush truck back to 16 Springs, and that's where we unloaded his gear at.
Okay.
It's not been touched. So since she's loaded it, it has been sat in the corner and not
No,
been.
that's a locksmith.
It's been sat in the corner and it hasn't been tampered with, touched since it's been put there. It's still.
So what y'all have seen, y'all haven't noticed any like blood or anything like that on there?
We didn't even open it.
I didn't open it. So part of my job is as soon as he turned it in, which I knew was not right. There's reasons I knew that I was like bull crap. He wouldn't have done this.
Yeah.
And then I just kept hoping, well, he's gonna come back. This is stupid. He's gonna come back. He's just gonna come back. So I was like, I'm not touching it because he's gonna come back.
Yes,
I'm not gonna jinx it. He's gonna come back. And then when I realized he's not coming back, I told Roger that it's not been touched. I have not tampered with it. It has sat in the same spot since we picked it up. Nobody's unzipped it. Nobody's messed with it.
What y'all can do is unzip it. If you notice blood, don't just stop and then call Roger. And then
I didn't even want to do that without y'all's presence.
if you want us there, we can be there.
I would prefer.
Is it at the 16 Springs Fire Station?
Yes.
Just a moment.
I would just prefer y'all
Let me
to.
get to the Wi-Fi.
Just in case. There's probably nothing. But I would
Safer than
prefer.
sorry.
Yes, y'all to just when we pull stuff out, just in case there's something in there.
Looks like that she used it to cover something up.
Yes, and so we check the gear regularly. So if there's blood, that's no.
Is there anything else you can think of to add that you haven't told Roger?
Oh my God, there's so much, but I don't know even where to start. Just that phone call.
As the investigation began focusing on Craig's wife, friends of the couple shared concerning details. They explained that while Craig had been sick, Dina had contacted them, but whenever they offered help, she refused. This unusual behavior immediately raised investigators' suspicions that Dina might have known more about Craig's disappearance than she was willing to admit.
A copy of that. Jenkins was there with me when she called me because I was like, why is Dina calling me?
1946.
And when she called, she was hysterical and said that he was sick. He was really sick. Craig's really sick. And I'm like, okay, let us come look at him. I'm like, because Bill can start an IV on him, get him some hydration. Need be, we can take him down to the emergency room. And she just, no, he's sick, and you can't get sick, because the next day I was leaving for the Mayo, and I was like, don't worry about me. No, he's just really sick. And she's like, and he's sick, and the next thing I'm going to be sick, so you're not going to see either one of us, because he's sick and I'm going to be sick. I'm just letting you know. Well, let me come look at him. Let Bill come look at him and see if he needs fluids, because that was that virus that was going
Oh,
around.
nanovirus? Because I got sick, Craig got sick, and Dan got sick all at the same time.
Well, that we know,
Yeah.
Craig got sick.
And she,
But we don't know.
she refused.
She refused. She wouldn't, and I kept telling, I'm kicking myself because we should have come up here, and they're like, she probably wouldn't have opened the door if I would have come. But what is odd is we have that kind of relationship for her to call out of the blue and just tell me that he's sick. Well, then let us do something for him. No, I'm just letting you know that he's sick. He's really sick, and I'm going to be sick, so you're not going to see us. And it didn't click. It didn't even click. But what annoyed me was like, then why are you calling panicked if you don't want us to do anything about it? And that's January 4th.
As investigators continued reviewing new discoveries in the case, a crucial lead came from an unexpected source, a call to the missing persons line. The caller had not previously been involved, but instead of vague concerns, they offered specific details about behavior inside the home, unusual financial activity, and decisions made during the months when Craig had vanished without contacting anyone.
Come here, this is Jody.
Hi, Jody. This is Detective Curtis from the Otero County Sheriff's Office.
Oh, hi. Yes. I spoke to my cousin. So anyway, my cousin has some information regarding a missing persons out there, and I believe they've talked to you about it already. So I don't have any additional information, but I just had wanted to make sure that y'all had gotten the information.
Okay. Who is your cousin?
My cousin is, but it was his wife. Her name's Leslie, and it was regarding her mother, Deanna Thetford, about Craig Thetford.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just overheard a conversation. We were just having a get together with family, so she's like sort of related to me, married my cousin, and she was talking about how her mom came to town in like March. It looks like he's been missing since January. I didn't know he was missing until this weekend, but I didn't really know him or her very well.
Mm-hmm.
I'd only met the other Deanna Thetford once. But her mom kind of moved back and had money, which she'd never had before, and bought a house in Seymour, Texas. And she'd seen her a couple of times, and then the last time she saw her, she wanted her daughter to meet her at a hotel, and that's when she told her that she had shot her husband and buried him under the carport, or in the carport area.
Within this new development, bank records revealed a troubling detail. A house had been purchased only days after Craig's last contact with friends. Even more surprising to investigators, the buyer was the main suspect.
Hi, is this Miss?
It is.
Hi, this is Detective Curtis with the Otero County Sheriff's Office in New Mexico. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. You work for Lone Star Realty, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I was wondering if maybe you could help me out with answering some questions on a property that you had sold in February, if you have a second.
Yes. Which house is it?
In Seymour.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Now, that property was, you had sold it to a single buyer?
Yes.
Okay. And can you verify the name for me?
Dina?
Yes. Okay. And did she didn't have another person in the transaction with her?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you remember when it was that she was inquiring to purchase the property?
Let me see if I have all that on file. 1 second. I know her mother lives in town, and I've kind of talked with her some. It's a very small town. I don't know if you looked up Seymour, but everybody kind of knows everyone here.
Okay.
So she had her mom with her, and I showed them a few houses, but it was just her name on a contract. And let me see if I have dates. Okay, I know she closed the first week of February. I want to say she closed like the 4th. And I think it all happened within like a week.
Okay. So she had found the property and closed within a week about?
Yes, I would say we saw some houses, and then within 2 weeks, everything was kind of closed and done with.
At this stage, testimony from the seller of a property in Texas provided a key piece of the puzzle, a cash purchase completed during the same period when no one had been able to reach Craig.
Talk about why it was so quick.
She was moving down here to be closer to her mom, is all I knew.
Okay.
Her mom's older, quite a bit older.
Okay, so she was going to go be closer to her mom, who's elderly?
Yes.
Okay. Was there a mortgage or was that a cash sale?
It was all, I think it was just cash sale. I know she didn't have a loan. She paid the asking price. It was $150,000. It hadn't been listed for very long, so, and they wanted a little extra. There's like a little house next to it that they wanted more for, so we just got it for the $150,000, and they threw in the little building next to it.
Okay. Now, all right. I really appreciate all your help.
These details were further confirmed by another witness who described the regular activity and movements inside the house.
This is Detective Curtis with the Otero County Sheriff's Office. I had a message that you had called.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What can I help you with, sir?
I recently got in touch with an old friend of mine. She was married to that dude, and apparently she said she shot him.
Okay.
I have a conscience, and I couldn't just not say nothing. I mean, I'd rather not be involved, but I kind of guess I am, and that's all I know. Like, I live here in Texas. I hadn't seen her in years or talked to her in years until just like Friday or end of last week, whatever. And she come out with that. So I kind of think that she put more on my plate than I was ready to chew. So I made the phone call.
Can you tell me her name?
This is his wife, Dina.
Okay.
I'm not real all high tech and all, and I believe what people tell me. So that I don't know if she's really married to him or not, but that's what I know.
Can you tell me how the conversation went? You said that you guys had just recently connected, hadn't talked to her in years, and
right.
And how did this all come about?
Well, we've done that before, like, you know, being out of touch for a couple of years and touch back up, whatever. And she just kind of basically just put it on my plate like that, like that she had done something that she wasn't proud of, and she was going to do something she was even less proud of. And I kind of read between the lines, and then she mouthed off and said she shot him, and I told her to shut up. I don't want to hear no more. And here we are.
Okay. Did she tell you when?
No, ma'am. I don't know none of the particulars.
At this point, officers went to the home of Deanna's mother. Strategically, Deanna already seemed to have a story prepared. According to her mother, Deanna claimed that Craig had given her the money to purchase the house. However, this statement was inconsistent with the information provided by other witnesses.
Did Deanna tell you why she wanted to take her life? No. Did she have a method she was planning on using?
I don't know.
She didn't say that.
I knew she was real depressed. But I didn't expect any of this.
About how long has she been back here?
She started coming back off and on. And I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was, we were there Thanksgiving. It was the first time I'd seen their place. And so it was after Thanksgiving.
Did she tell you, did you know how she bought the house?
She said that Craig gave her that money to buy the house with.
She said that Craig gave her the money to buy a house here?
Yeah, I think they had an argument, and he told her to get out.
Okay.
And she told him, no, you leave. That's all I remember. And so he gave her some money, and she got He said you can do whatever you want to, and so she could pack up some stuff that she wanted and come to Texas.
And she packed up some, you said she packed up some furniture and stuff to move into the other property?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she had gone back and forth between here and New Mexico. Did she say any interactions that she had with Craig, or?
I don't think Craig was ever around after that. He was a bully, and but he could be very kind.
When you say he was a bully, is there something that you saw or that Dina told you?
Craig has thrown her out of the house many times. I've had to go and pick her up many times.
Was that while they lived in Breckenridge, or?
Yes.
Okay.
I had talked to her before, and I suggested her to leave, and she didn't leave, and she should have, because neither one of them would be where they're at right now.
As the investigation progressed, new clues continued to emerge. At this stage, Deanna's family was questioned and revealed that months earlier Craig had sold his company. This discovery alarmed investigators, suggesting that the large sum of money involved could have been a possible motive for the murder.
I do understand that Dina was here. You had mentioned that his cell phone was gone. I know that you had some text message communication with, I think, and you had mentioned that Dina had Craig's phone because she wanted to hold on to it for.
Mm-hmm. She said he wanted to keep it because the roofing, where he sold his roofing company to this kids in town, was on his phone. And she said he hadn't been able to talk to us because the phone wasn't working right. He couldn't hear through it or something, but he wanted to keep the phone because of the information about the roofing. And she said that's why he wanted to keep it. Well, she kept it all those months.
I'll call you right back.
Did you see it at all?
Huh?
Did you see it? Did you see her with it?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
No. And she didn't take it until she
Till
kept
that
saying
last
it was
visit.
there.
There's a
I bet they already know.
guy here.
What do y'all know?
We've seen Facebook.
Man, my phone has been blowing up. I mean, we ain't got to worry about telling nobody.
Yeah.
She's in jail.
I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah. Wichita Falls jail.
Yeah.
See, they know more than I do. I didn't know where she was.
That's good.
First degree murder and then hitting him
tampering with evidence.
She shot him with a gun. I told you. And he was on the property when they found him.
Did she
See,
hide?
I'm just so private.
This is the grandson's.
That
His grandson's.
It's nobody's business.
Barrett. My older brother.
That's my son's name.
Okay. I talked to him a while back.
And they got his body. What's left of it after 5 months.
Because they seen him on New Year's Eve at a party, Tommy and his wife and Craig and Dina. And then, he was moving down here. I got the text.
Yeah, that's what she
from
said.
Tommy,
He moved down here to
because
take care of me.
You got notified
She's
months
been
later
taking
that
care
he'd
of
been
me,
here.
and they've been taking care of me.
Well, I got notified from Tommy. What they got was that he had to move back to Breckenridge and quit the fire department because his sorry-ass sister, who lives in town, same town as his mother, wouldn't take her to the doctor visits, and she was about to lose her leg, and so he had to come home and take care of his mother.
Yeah.
She's been here every day.
So she buried him, or just
No,
no, just.
I don't think she got a chance to.
Okay.
The backhoe, she couldn't work, so she couldn't
The
bury him, but she
pathologist
tried.
isn't able to determine for sure. She said anywhere from weeks to months. She said she
Who told
believes
y'all?
it could be
We
months.
saw.
Huh?
We got
Or would
sent
that
a
say-
Facebook post.
She didn't.
It was more than once.
Numerous.
That's how we
Yeah,
figured it
that's
out,
right.
and then we came straight.
Hatred.
With Dina Thetford under arrest and a growing body of physical, financial, and testimonial evidence, investigators reached a point where there was no longer any doubt about her involvement.
All right, Dina. So, I'm sure you understand why we're all here?
Yes.
Did you get a copy of your arrest warrant
No,
yesterday?
I haven't gotten
when
a
you were
copy
picked
yet.
up? Okay.
Anything by anybody, anywhere.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna need a lawyer.
Okay.
And that's as far as I wanna go.
Okay, that's fine. Do you already have a lawyer that's set up with you or anything like that?
No, I haven't been. I've been here in Texas.
Yeah, all right. I didn't know if you had already reached out to one or had talked to one before.
I have not known what to do. I just really haven't known what to do.
Yes, so I can meet you out there with your attorney if you'd like, and then we can sit down and chat.
Okay.
All right, Dina. So I'm sure you understand why we're all here?
Yes.
Did you get a copy of your arrest warrant
No,
yesterday?
I haven't gotten
when
a
you were
copy
picked
yet.
up? Okay.
Anything by anybody, anywhere.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna need a lawyer.
Okay.
And that's as far as I wanna go.
Okay, that's fine. Do you already have a lawyer that's set up with you or anything like that?
No, I haven't been. I've been here in Texas.
Yeah, all right. I didn't know if you had already reached out to one or had talked to one before.
I have not known what to do. I just really haven't known what to do.
Yes, so I can meet you out there with your attorney if you'd like, and then we can sit down and chat.
Okay.
In the end, Deanna Thetford was charged with first-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and forgery. According to the laws of New Mexico, she could face life in prison without the possibility of bail while in custody.